gone to do pumpkins, we've always looked for help. It's hard to think about what kind of image you want to put on your pumpkin on your doorstep.
You know what? She's right. For example, just look at some of my disasters I've come up with from past Halloweens. Yeah, my kids thought this wasn't creative enough. So I thought I'd turn things around the next year, and I came up with this idea. This one got me in trouble with my wife. Apparently when I'm doing the laundry, the clothes go back in the dresser, not on fruit. But my carving's getting so bad on pumpkins, look what happened last year. That's my son. He's so embarrassed with my jack-o'-lantern he's wearing on his head to hide from the neighbors. Well, there's hope for me this year to redeem myself because 4 friends from Nanaimo came together and created a website, ultimatepumpkinstencils.com, to help make pumpkin carving easier for everyone.
It's as simple as you choose your pumpkin stencil, it gets emailed to you, you print it off,
And there you have your stencil.
You have to dig out the guts of your pumpkin first, you have to clean it off, then you tape your stencil to the pumpkin, and then you basically start poking holes around the stencil design to show where you want to actually carve.
This is flour, but cornstarch, baking powder, and it actually just brings the lines right out so that you can see them when you're carving.
The website idea came from the fact that every Halloween season, millions of internet users were searching in cyberspace for pumpkin stencils. People were looking for more creative and artistic things to do with their pumpkins.
It's changed so much over the last couple of years. Honestly, it was just a triangle eyes and a nose and a mouth with a single tooth up to probably about two or 3 years ago.
I think the reason it's kind of turned into a little bit of a phenomenon is because it's crazy fun, and you're putting something out on your doorstep that, I don't know, maybe took you 2 or 3 hours to do. Maybe it took you an hour, but it's not something you just, we got to get a pumpkin on the doorstep and jammed a couple holes in it or something and called it a jack-o'-lantern. It's a riot.
There, it's done.
The site offers a huge variety of stencils. Scary, funny, classic, movie themes like the popular Twilight and Harry Potter films, and of course, legendary pop stars. The different stencils use a rating system between 1 and 5. The lower the number, the easier the stencil is to carve. And of course, the higher number represents a more challenging design.
The finer the lines are, the more difficult. And you'll see some on there that you'll wonder, how, in the name of Halloween, could I possibly carve out?
I like the more difficult ones because it kind of gives more wow to the neighborhood. People they're intrigued coming up to your doorstep.
Doesn't look like anything now, but you just wait. It's going to be SpongeBob before you know it.
You just take this simple piece of paper and you look like an artist by putting this easy thing on your pumpkin, and everyone thinks you're amazing.
There's so many different options now, and it's unbelievable how realistic and simple they are. It's not till you actually challenge yourself, try a really tough stencil, you carve it out.
And you follow the lines, and you don't necessarily believe it's going to look how you think it's going to look. This isn't going to look like the picture. You finally get that light in there, and you think, holy smokes, this turned out wicked.
Okay, it's done.
With little time and very little skill, you can turn this piece of paper into a masterpiece creation. Happy Halloween, everyone. Reporting for Shaw TV Channel 4, I'm Todd Jones.